All right, y'all. I got a little story time real quick. So, last night I did my one-on-one coaching session with the FN Whisperer, Coach Chyna. You guys could follow me and you will see her tags. I'm going to make sure to tag because that is my coach. And I've been learning a lot from her, looking at her videos and, you know, her books and just things like that. So I start my venture now that I'm healing through her coaching and information. So last night I called myself going out. You know what I'm saying? I went to a local bar here in town. Excuse me. And I went there looking good, minding my own business, enjoying people, the women sitting by me and everything. And so it's this guy who's over there and he is eyeing me down. I mean, he is gawking, okay? And I told myself when I went there, I said, I'm just going to go there, have a drink or two, and then I'm just going to leave. I'm going to peep out the scene because I don't go out often and I need a roster, okay? I need to build my roster up, you know what I'm saying? So the perfect time because the games are going on. So I'm like, I'm gonna watch the game. And this is the final game too. I didn't even know, y'all, that this was the final game of the Spurs and the Knicks, baby. And oh, that game was good. Like, Spurs. I just don't know what to say. Like, but y'all had heart. But anyways, this man was looking me down, y'all. So I bought my first drink. You know, I love margaritas, and they margaritas were strong, frozen with the salt around that. You feel me? So, I'm drinking my drink, and as I'm ordering my drink and just everything, he was sitting across me at first, like across the bar, like way over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, whatever. Then as the night go on, he end up, I look around and he's sitting right here at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like, because the bar is a square. So at first he was on the parallel side, the long side, like me. So we seeing face to face. Then he end up getting on the opposite side now. We not face to face no more. He looking at me on my side. So I'm just looking and he was looking so hard, y'all. I had to be like, I whispered to him kind of like, do you know me? Like, do we have a problem or something? You know what I'm saying? So he started laughing, and another girl went over there and sat by him and stuff, and they was laughing and talking. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, he don't really like me like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still doing my thing. Like, I'm chilling because, when I went up in there, I don't care. I was like probably one of the baddest in the room, baby. I know I look like Andrew Mama right now, but baby, last night, I had the rouge on my lips, and you see, I got my little butterfly eyelashes. Girl had these old braids swooped up with some cute little flowers on there. I'm gonna show y'all. So, anyways, you feel me? Body was glistening. So I go to the bathroom or whatever, and my chair was about to be taken, but luckily the girls that were sitting there, they saved my chair. So I go back to my chair or whatever, and the dude's still sitting right there, because I was almost done with my drink. That liquor was going through me. I went to the bathroom like 3 times, y'all. So I'm about to order another drink. You feel me? So I order another drink. You feel me? And he's still on that side and he looking at me. Girl, when I had took my sip, it came out of my mouth, girl. The juice, the margarita came out of my mouth. He was looking so hard. This man was looking at me so hard, okay? So pretty much towards the end of the game, people started leaving and stuff like that. So chairs started to become available and things like that. And I'm like in the middle of my drink. I had a tall glass, so it was almost done. You know what I'm saying? So he called himself coming to sit next to me, y'all. Okay? So this is when I had to lay it in on him because I'm mad. I know y'all probably like, why you mad? I'm going to tell you why, just like I told him. So he came and he sat by me or whatever. Well, before that, let me say this. There were some girls on the other side of me, and we did that. We didn't build a little rapport and everything. And I was like, oh my God, when the stuff came out my mouth, I said to her, I was like, oh my God, girl, this nigga over here looking at me so hard. Like the fucking liquor fell out my mouth. Like, golly, you know how somebody can be looking at you while you eating and then your food like fall on the table and shit like that because they looking so hard. So she was like, who, girl? I was like, this nigga over here, girl. And so she started laughing, stuff like that. I turn around, he sit by me or whatever. And so I didn't say nothing to him. I didn't say nothing. He just sat down. I didn't say nothing. I would still be, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing. You feel me? But I'm just like, got him, like, in my head. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, he tapped me. And I'm like, yes, sir. And he was like, oh, my name is James. How you doing? I was like, I'm cool on you, James. Like that, I was like, I'm cool on you. He was like, wait, why you cool on me? I was like, because you've been looking at me all night. You've been looking at me all night, and you had me spend my money when you knew that you was feeling me and you was gonna come over here. You know what I'm saying? He was like, wait a minute. It caught him off guard, okay? It caught him off guard. He was like, what are you talking about? He was like, I'll buy you a group of drinks right now. How many you want? What you want? I'm like, that's not the point. The point is that you watch me spend my money 2 times. Like, why didn't you interject with the bartender did something? Like, why? I don't like men who watch me spend my money. I don't, and he, no. Oh my God, wait. No, let me back up. When he tapped me and I was like, hey, sir, whatever. He was like, are you almost done with your drink? And then I was like, I'm not buying no more drinks because I didn't really come here to spend all my money on drinks, right? That's what I said. And I was like, then that's when I got into, you watched me this whole time and you didn't interject and you haven't spoken. And he was all like, oh, you have the money. And, hold on, wait a minute. No, don't be talking about I got the money. No, I don't. And I ain't liking the fact that, you know what I'm saying? You watch me spend my money too. Like, I was really mad. He was like, man, you go hard. I was like, yes, I do. So then, but I wasn't saying it like super aggressive. I'm just super hyper right now, y'all. But I was saying that exact words with a little assertiveness because I really wasn't playing with him. So he really thought he was that nigga. It is so funny how men just like have the audacity to just think like you supposed to follow like every word. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. So he asked me if I wanted another drink and I was like, no, I'm good. I'm still drinking my drink. And he started laughing, you know what I'm saying? So then he started trying to ask me questions and stuff like, who names is on my chest and this and that or whatever. And so I was just like, it's relatives. Do you have kids? No. Like, he was like, you're so vague. And I'm like, why would I sit here and tell you my whole life story and I may not even talk to you in the next 30 minutes? Like, I'm not about to tell you everything about me. And so I was like, what you do? What you doing? He's like, oh, I just came out here about 8 days ago and blase. You know, he's in the military and things like that. And so I'm just peeping him out and I'm hearing his story because he said he's in logistics. He does stuff for the military. He was telling me how he went to Guam, Nam, and Dom, and Ham, and across here and across there. He pulled out his wallet, showing me all his little licenses and IDs and all this crap like that or whatever. He got a son that's 13. He's from, he either said Oklahoma or Oakland, one of them. He around, I think 43, 44 type ish. He about to move into his apartment on Monday. So ironic, right? And so we gonna stop right there with the information because this is the last one. So basically, he doing all this talking or whatever. So he asking me if he give me another drink again. So I went on to let him get me another drink. So, because I ain't even got to the good part yet. So he saw like, it was like these men from Congo. Now, I don't know if they from the Congo, but it was some men that was over there. And they was looking at me too or whatever. And so after I finished it, so it was like we was still talking, but I wasn't really talking. I'm getting all the information from him. You understand what I'm saying? I told him, don't ask me no questions. Because after he tried to ask me who was this and this and that, I was like, I'm not into answering questions. Like, can you stop asking me questions? Like, for real. I was going hard. Because, like, I was like, it was even one point where I was like, no, if I tell, because girl, I want to ask them, give me my money back. No, for real. Like, give me my money back. Because I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? But throughout the conversation, he tried to act like, oh, he liked to do things. He liked to go out. Oh. So he was like, he went to the Keith Sweat concert last weekend, right? Because remember, he said he only been out here 8 days. You know what I'm saying? So he said he went to the Keith Sweat. Then he said, oh, because he was trying to talk about, oh, wait. So he asked me, and this is where my Coach Chyna come in. Because she said, don't be afraid to tell these men that you dating. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't got no nigga, like, I'm still gonna let him know, like, I'm dating. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, you know, are you married? Are you with someone or whatever? And I was like, I'm dating right now. I'm in my dating stage. He was like, oh, okay. And that kind of like took him, girl. He was like, I can't believe she said that to me. Like, I can't believe she told me she dating niggas. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, so he let that be a little bit. Then he waited. Then he was like, you know, are any of the guys that you dating, is this serious? Like, are you seriously dating anybody? And I was like, I'm dating until the guy, I'm dating until I feel I want to be serious with one of the guys. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, are you dating or whatever? He was like, no, he's not talking to nobody. He only been out here 8 days. But why did he say he went to the King Sweat spot and he met a girl? And he said he took her out on a date. That's a lot. That's quick. Oh, this motherfucker moved fast because how you meet? You only been out here 8 days. You went to a concert. You met a bitch. Then you took her out? Oh, yeah, he moved real fast. Then he said he don't talk to her no more. Talking about they wasn't aligned. Yeah, okay. So I told him I was still talking to niggas, whatever. So I'm almost done with my drink, y'all. So I decided to go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? And before I go to the bathroom, he like, hold on. And you know what this man did, y'all? He took a picture of us, okay? This man took a picture of us. And he all like, we look good together. I'm like, the fuck? So I go to the bathroom, right? And remember, I told you them other dudes was over there looking at me type shit, like these African dudes. And you know they don't care. So I'm on my way to the bathroom. When I come out, the African dude standing in the hallway. I didn't know old boy had followed me into the bathroom too. You feel me? So I come out the bathroom and the African want me to shake his hand. I'm like, I don't shake hands. The hell? So I'm going hard in that motherfucker because I'm looking good and my confidence is up. Okay, my coach got my confidence up, baby. Like, I'm not playing around with these niggas. So he like, oh, I would like to talk to you. Is that your boyfriend? And old boy was coming out. He seen, and I'm like, no, he is not my boyfriend. I don't have no boyfriend in this facility. And then he was like, okay, well, can I get your... No, you cannot get my phone number. What I look like just give you my number? This nigga ain't even got my number. For real. I still ain't gave the dude my phone number, the one that took a picture of me. So I just dismissed that dude. I'm like, I'm about to leave. I'm about to go. Because at this point, I ain't going to lie. I know you probably like, y'all probably like, oh, like, but no, it was just, child, I'm trying to get it together. But I feel like I bagged, you know what I'm saying? I bagged when I got one, you feel me? So that I'm going to work on in practice. So at the end of the day, this guy walked me to my car, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, I would really want to take you out again. I really want to take you out. I think you would be good for me. Why do niggas say that? Like, how would be good for you? What I'ma do? I done just damn near cussed your ass out like 15, 16 times. And you talking about I'ma be good for you. So pretty much, in order for him to be on my motherfucking roster, I have to finally give in. So after I got in my car and he was like, oh, I didn't get your number because I was going to leave. Bye. If he didn't continue to ask, if he didn't recognize, you know what I'm saying? But he did. So I gave him my phone number and girl, he texted me that night. I ain't say nothing. He didn't text me good morning and I still ain't said nothing. I got on here to tell y'all my little story. And y'all need to follow me to continue my roster. Alright? Like, I gotta make a name for my story time, like building a roster with Luckie. Cause this is about to be funny. Now I know what I need to do. So we gonna call this guy the military dude. This is the military man. All right? Tune in for part 2.
It's the FN Whisper podcast, and we're coming through with the truth, exposing all these FNs and these FPNs and what they do. You don't even understand.
First of all, let me open up the podcast.